Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Rui Hachimura has been one of the Lakers' standout players and has been surprising with solid performances and high scoring. Hachimura has been the subject of several trade rumors, and after the trade deadline he has improved a lot, and this puts pressure on the Lakers to make a decision. Will Rui Hachimura be traded in the summer? There are several teams interested in Hachimura, and one of them is the biggest rival Los Angeles Clippers. Rui Hachimura is changing a narrative that followed him to the trade deadline. Entering the 2024-25 NBA season, the narrative surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers was that they'd need to trade an important player to make a meaningful upgrade. The two players and contracts that were most commonly mentioned in those speculative discussions were Rui Hachimura and Austin Reaves. Reaves is showcasing all-star potential that has justified the Lakers' refusal to trade him, and Hachimura is beginning to prove too valuable to move in his own right. Hachimura has been an enigmatic figure throughout his NBA career. Flashes of brilliance while starring for Japan in international play have implied that he has untapped potential to explore, but he's thus far struggled to combine volume with efficiency. If Hachimura's recent form is sustained, it would be fair to argue that an inability to consistently and efficiently produce is no longer an issue. Hachimura has turned a corner, accumulating averages of 18.2 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 2.5 three-point field goals made on .556/.431/.760 shooting over his past 10 appearances. He's scored at least 20 points in 6 of those 10 games, posting at least 17 in 8. As a result, Hachimura is beginning to back the Lakers into a corner in which they'll need to seriously consider how reasonable it would be to trade him this summer. Rui Hachimura isn't quite untradeable, but he's getting there. The reason many speculatively believe that the Lakers might consider trading Hachimura this summer is simple. The 27-year-old is a prototypical forward for the modern era whose quality on both ends of the floor provides reason to believe rival executives could be open to acquiring him. Equal in importance is the fact that Hachimura will make an expiring salary of $18,259,259 for the 2025-26 season that could prove invaluable in a potential move for an impact player. On one front, the Lakers could flip Hachimura's expiring contract for a player who they decide is a better short-term or long-term fit. On another, Hachimura, Maxi Kleber, and Gabe Vincent are in line to make a combined $43,529,259 in expiring salaries, meaning Los Angeles could use those figures to facilitate a trade for an all-star. The reality facing the Lakers in 2024-25, however, is that Hachimura may actually be more valuable on the court than he is on the negotiating front. Hachimura has become a constant source of energy for a team that, early in the season, struggled to find it on defense. He's played with impressive intensity in every phase, including an increased focus on spacing the floor, attacking closeouts, and crashing the offensive glass. It's been a tone-setting effort for a team that has an abundance of talent, but spent much of the season searching for the proverbial glue guys to create cohesion. With a trio of Dorian Finney-Smith, Hachimura, and Jared Vanderbilt, the Lakers now have 3 forwards who can provide impact minutes. That could prove invaluable for a team that plans to play through the playmaking of Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reaves. Much could change between now and the offseason, but Hachimura is on his way to securing a long-term future in Los Angeles if he sustains his current form. JJ Redick credits Rui Hachimura for outstanding game against Nuggets. While it was a team win against the Nuggets, head coach JJ Redick was sure to single out Rui Hachimura for his performance in the victory. At one point during the series of losses the Lakers suffered against the Nuggets, the meme of Rui Hachimura being the answer defensively against Nikola Jokic was born. It was a short-lived solution that was hardly a solution at all. However, in a full-circle moment, It was Rui who had the opening and predominant defensive responsibility on Jokic in Saturday's win in Denver. It was certainly a team approach defensively against Jokic even when Rui was in the game with a host of players swarming him each possession. But after the game, head coach JJ Redick specifically singled out Rui. "I thought Rui was outstanding," Redick said. "He was a warrior tonight. A warrior." All the guys that had primary turns on him, LeBron at one point, Vondo for sure setting the tone with his physicality, DFS, as well, and then any time a small got switched on to him, we stuck with what we were trying to do and had to live with some things, but that's what we were willing to live with. Underscore 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 underscore. Considering how much they've struggled against him in recent years and how drastically different their team looks now, that was a remarkably impressive display. It was an all-hands-on-deck approach, but the team pulled it off. Redick also acknowledged how well the team performed in the locker room post-game, which the team tweeted out on Sunday. While Rui deserves the praise, multiple Lakers stepped up. Jared Vanderbilt had the most impactful foul-riddled 7-minute stint all season. LeBron and DFS also had successful stretches against Jokic, too. In all, it was arguably the best win of the season and the best performance of the season. While it's not possible for them to bring that level of execution on a nightly basis in the regular season, it does show what they could be capable of in a playoff series. If they can perform at that level in the postseason, Saturday showed that they could be a team contending for a title. JJ Redick wants Luka Doncic to control the offense for Lakers. The Lakers have a new offensive hub and his name is Luka Doncic. The Luka Doncic era has just begun in Los Angeles, but it's already been electrifying. The Slovenian phenom finally had his first breakout game on Saturday, scoring 32 points in a win over the Nuggets. It was the first time you could see what he'll look like once he adjusts to his new team. Luka looked like Luka, jawing at officials and fans, knocking down three-pointers and dazzling the Denver crowd with his assists. Before the season began, head coach JJ Redick noted that he wanted Anthony Davis to be the Lakers' offensive hub. Now, with AD gone, it sounds like Luka will be that player moving forward. Luka needs to be the guy that controls the offense and Bron and AR, because we're going to stagger everybody, they're going to have their times to be on the ball, but all three of those guys are very intelligent basketball players, Redick said after the win. We can create mismatches, we can get teams in the blender. A lot of times, that's how we were able to generate, I thought, some great looks in the first half. Made some early, and then we went cold. We felt like we were getting good offense throughout that first half. Bill Simmons says Lakers' 800-pound Big Four can bully any team in the league. Bill Simmons praises the Lakers' physical dominance, elite defense, and superstar duo as title contenders. Bill Simmons believes the Los Angeles Lakers are an unpredictable force in this year's NBA title race, citing their sheer size and physicality as a unique advantage. On his latest podcast episode, Simmons emphasized how the combination of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Rui Hachimura creates an overwhelming physical presence that can dominate opponents. They just have size and physicality that I think that you saw it against the Celtics. They bullied the Celtics, now slightly different team, but when they have Rui, LeBron, and Luka all together like those, that's like 800 pounds of dudes. The number one thing is just always having Luka or LeBron out there, one of the two or both. I think it's just really hard to play them. You don't have a moment like you had with the Knicks today, where Brunson has to sit down and it's like, all right, it's campaign time, cross your fingers. The fact that the defensive numbers are what they are, like, if they were 9th or 11th, the Lakers, I'd be like, okay, that's a little fluky. There's probably something there. But when you're in the top 5, when you're in the top 3, that's not fluky. At some point, I think JJ is a legitimately good coach. And I thought what they did last night to Joker, who was terrible because they made him terrible, was impressive. But then you just look at it, and at some point, it's just math. Last night, LeBron and Luka had 59, 19, and 12. If you're going to get numbers that look like that from your best two guys, you're going to be heard from for a couple of playoff rounds. So if I was a Laker fan, I'd be excited. But this is why we all went, this is fucking crazy, when the trade happened. You don't just get to add the fourth best guy in the league to your team just for Anthony Davis and Max Christie. He highlighted their recent victory over the Denver Nuggets as an example of how they bullied a traditionally tough team, and he believes this strength will carry into the playoffs. Simmons pointed out that the Lakers have essentially built a team where, at all times, one of Luka or LeBron is on the floor, ensuring an elite playmaker is always running the offense. He noted that having two of the most intelligent offensive players eliminates the kind of dead periods other teams suffer when their stars sit, referencing the New York Knicks' struggles when Jalen Brunson is off the court. The Lakers, in contrast, maintain elite production for the full 48 minutes. Another key reason Simmons sees the Lakers as legitimate contenders is their defensive numbers. Since January 15, the Lakers have the best defensive rating in the NBA. He credited J.J. Redick's coaching for their ability to maintain defensive intensity, particularly in the way they neutralized Nikola Jokic in their recent win against Denver. The Lakers held the reigning MVP to just 12 points on 7 shots, a rare feat that showcased their ability to execute a disciplined game plan. According to Simmons, when LeBron and Luka combine for 59 points, 19 rebounds, and 12 assists, as they did against Denver, the Lakers are going to be a problem for any team in the playoffs. Beyond the sheer skill of their two superstars, the Lakers have built a physically imposing core that can overwhelm opponents. LeBron, 250 pounds, Luka, 230 pounds, and Rui, 230 pounds, alone weigh over 710 pounds combined, and when factoring in Austin Reeves, 200 pounds, their starting four surpasses 900 pounds. This size advantage allows them to dictate the tempo, win physical battles, and force mismatches against smaller teams. Simmons believes this is the reason the Lakers have been so dominant in games where they play with physicality, such as their recent blowout win over the Celtics. The Lakers currently sit fourth in the Western Conference with a 34-21 record, steadily climbing the standings since acquiring Luka Doncic. With their combination of size, skill, and defense, they are proving to be far more than just a wild-card team. While some may see Simmons' praise as a subtle attempt at a reverse jinx, given his Celtics fandom, the reality is that the Lakers are emerging as one of the most dangerous teams heading into the postseason.